Good morning, everybody. This is Tanetta. I'm coming to you with a video this morning talking about coping with the loss of a parent or parents. The reason why I made this video is because I've lost both of my parents. It wasn't recently. I lost my mom back in, it seemed like, I feel like it was yesterday because I remember everything that happened, but I lost my mom back in November 1998. It was a semester before I graduated college. She passed away of cervical cancer because it had spread and there was nothing else they can do at that time. I guess I put it that way. And my dad, because I had to look at the tombstone yesterday because I'm like, I forgot, actually, kind of blocked it out. But he passed in July 2007. I was, 30 years old. He passed away of a drug overdose of heroin. I still remember that like it was yesterday as well. But I made this video. Good morning, Shondell. Good morning, Gigi. But I made this video because I know I'm not the only one out there who has lost a parent or lost both parents and trying to deal with all that and trying to, of course, still go on with your life and those kind of things. It is hard. I've seen, of course, not this weekend because I didn't really get on much this weekend, but like in the past few weeks, I guess I've seen like a lot of death. There's not, I mean, I'm sure more than parents. There's people out there who have children who are passing away or being killed. There's people out there who have other loved ones being murdered or killed or something like going on with their health and those kind of things. But I just the only thing I can identify with is the parents because I don't have kids and I don't have brothers or sisters. I mean, I've lost others, of course, my family, uncles and cousins and very good friends and stuff like that, but nothing compares to losing a parent in my eyes. The reason, like I said, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I did lose both of my parents years ago. And this past weekend, this was for some reason, a very, very hard weekend for me this past weekend. Friday was okay, of course, got on from work, did some, wrote and did some other things. Saturday, I was actually getting up early in the morning to go out to Walmart to pick up some things, some food and some household products and all those kind of things. And I didn't even make it to, I did make it to Walmart eventually, I put it that way, but driving on the highway, I actually had a breakdown, actually. I didn't stop the car, that kind of thing at all, but just started crying because I was just feeling all kind of emotions and not more of upset, but just a lot of emotions about my parents' death and things that I wish I would have said, wish I would have did, and all those kind of things. So I actually ended up driving out to, which it wasn't far from Walmart, driving to Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. They're both buried there because my dad was a vet and those kind of things as well. So, of course, I'm there. I don't know, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess. There was a few people there, of course. But I was, of course, still crying and those kind of things and trying to, because there's what do they call them? They have those memorial benches that's sitting out there, like different parts of the cemetery. So, of course, I sat there for a few, took off my shoes to ground myself and all, which I don't care how crazy I looked. People were driving by looking like what's going on, but I can care less. But, of course, just trying to talk to my parents, because that's something I hadn't done since they actually passed away. And I did cry a little bit, of course, when they were, of course, doing the funeral and all those kind of things. But I had never actually cried as much as I've done, I guess, this past weekend, which is, I think I did a video about that a few weeks ago as well. But like I said, I really had to sit there and release things, talk over things. And I wrote letters to my parents. I'm looking to see where they are. I think they're in one of these notebooks that's over on this table. I wrote that probably about 2 months ago, but it was more of me forgiving them for the things that was going on and that happened back in the day, of course, things I witnessed and all those kind of things. And as I thought about it while I was sitting there talking to myself, talking to my parents, the angels, heavens, whoever, I realized that when I wrote those letters, that I didn't even say that I forgive myself or why did I forgive myself or how to forgive myself in those letters at all. So I sat there and went through that as well, and actually yesterday as well, because I did journal about it yesterday, and I realized, like I said, actually I realized it hit me really hard yesterday about me not forgiving myself and about the things that I said to them back when I was a kid. So I used to say, I hate you, I wish you died, and all these kind of things. And when I was writing yesterday, I was trying to, of course, still crying. I was trying to figure out why the hell was I up, I guess, why was I this emotional? Why was I this upset? And what I come to realize yesterday is that I wasn't upset because of it was because of the things that I said. But I was hoping that my parents, of course, knew that I still, of course, loved them, whether they were, I guess, on their deathbed, that kind of thing. I'm sure that they knew that I loved them. My whole thing with the I wish you died and I hated you and all that, it wasn't because I hated the person that they were. I hated what they did. Some of you may know a little bit of my story, but I guess I'll just go on and tell you what all I was writing about. But it was more of that my parents, of course, since I was young, I don't know, 2, 3 years old, they've been, well, my father used to always beat up my mom, jump on my mom. It was a lot of domestic violence going on all the time. I can't say it was at some points, yes, it was every single day, but majority of the time, it was at least a few times a week. It was very memorable, of course. Me trying to break them up or get in between, stop, don't hit her, blah, blah, all those kind of things. Then there was the drug usage. The earliest memory that I have, I don't know, I was probably under 5. I know I wasn't in school. I don't know what the hell, I mean, I just knew something was different. My parents acted strange, I guess I put it that way. Now I know that they were, back then when I was 5, I don't know, 4, they were using powder cocaine. I know what that is now because I saw them do it. The crack cocaine, I smelled the shit all the time, so I know how that smells. I know what it looked like. I tried to sell it at one point. And then the heroin, I've never used any kind of drugs, but I know what it is. I know what it looks like. I know how it's made. I guess I put it this way. But like I said, my dad used that. My mom, she did the powder cocaine as well back in the day when I was young, and the crack as well. They both smoked cigarettes. They drank liquor all the time, that kind of thing. And like I said, I was more upset because of what they did. It wasn't because of people that they were. I realize that now as of writing yesterday. I realized that because they weren't the only ones that I've known, of course, who were addicted to drugs or alcohol, that kind of thing at all. I can tell you that at all. Or who was in a domestic violence situation at all. But it hurt me more, of course, because I saw that every single day. Or, yeah, it actually was every single day. I guess I put it that way. And I knew how they act when they were on drugs and when they were high and all those kind of things. You know, that's what hurt me, and that's what I did not want to see any longer. I put it that way. And in writing yesterday, that's what I came to realize, that it wasn't because of, I guess, the physical person that they were. It was just because of the substances that they were using that I wish they stopped, and that's what I hated. Like I said, I had to really release that and really clear that yesterday because I was like, why in the world am I so upset? I just never forgave myself for me saying all those things and hoping that they loved me, which I'm sure they knew that I loved them. Because, I mean, I did tell them that at some point, I'm sure. I know I did. But like I said, in my mind, I'm just like, okay, did I kill my parents, or did they even know that I loved them? Which I'm sure that they did. I'm sure that. But like I said, those are things that I had to clear on yesterday because I know I have no control over anything. I think I wrote about that last night in the messages I posted on here. I know that I don't control anything. I know I can't tell people when they're going to die unless something just happens all of a sudden. So I know that I don't control that. Whatever you or I believe in, the universe, God, angels, whatever, those are the ones who are in control of everything that happens to us and around us. I put it that way. And like I said, in writing and all those kind of things yesterday, realizing, of course, all of this and trying to clear all of these things that were going on. Yes, it hurt, and yes, I cried all day, most of the day. I remember somebody telling me to make sure I be easy on myself and be nice to myself, which I did. For the first time going through something like this, actually. So I definitely did that yesterday. And while I was writing, I was like, okay, I know I'm not the only one, which I know I'm not the only one who has lost a parent. And actually, I know someone who just lost a parent about a month and a half ago, lost her mom. Him and her lost her mom. So, like I said, I know I'm not the only one out there who has lost a parent. And I didn't write that in my journal yesterday, but I was just thinking that yesterday after I finished writing, that I know I wasn't the only one that lost a parent or lost both parents sometime throughout their lives. So I'm hoping that this video reaches one of them or some of them today, I guess I can say. And like I said, what I identify with most is the parents, because I have no brothers and sisters, and I have godchildren, but I don't have kids of my own, so I can't say how that pain will feel. The only pain I can identify with is the pain of having lost both of my parents to two separate things, of course, but I mean, it still hurts like it was yesterday. And like I said, I know it's not easy. And I know yesterday, it didn't even dawn on me until my aunt sent a message. I think that was Saturday, asking whether I was coming over for Father's Day. My Father's Day, I actually forgot it was Father's Day because I don't really look at all those holidays like that anymore. Because I know Mother's Day, of course, I know it was last month, I know. But my thing is, I know, because I know a lot of, because I've told people this. I understand there's a national holiday that celebrates mothers, fathers. I think there's a Grandparents' Day, a Kids' Day, and all these kind of days. Valentine's Day, all that kind of stuff. What I always have told people, I know I can't tell people what to do, but in losing both of my parents, I have let people know, of course. I know it's not hard. I know it's not easy at times, of course, because you're mad at your parents or something's going on or you're having issues or whichever the case may be. But you have to honor and not take for granted your parents and whoever your loved ones are every single day. I've told many people that because I know I see some people, well, family that I've known, that kind of thing, are mad at this person, mad at that person, or don't want to speak to their mother because they're full of shit, or I don't like her, or whichever the case may be. But when that person passes away, I bet you'll think then the things that you took for granted. And like I said, I say that all the time. You can if you want to, but it's going to end up hurting you in the long run. Because I know of many who, of course, are mad at their parents, or mad at their brothers, or mad at their sisters, and all these kind of things. But at some point, you got to learn how to forgive yourself and forgive them and move on. Because like I said, life is more than that. In order for you to get through life, of course, you'll need your family, whether it's a biological family, soul family, whatever you want to call it, support system. But you still need those people around you, no matter how they make you upset, how they get on your nerve. Everybody's going to get on your nerve. I'm sure I get on your damn nerve. You don't even know me. Well, some of you all know me personally, but I'm sure I've gotten on people's nerves as well. I really don't care. But, I mean, at some point, like I said, you have to forgive yourself and learn how to get over things. So I tell my guy that. I've told him that many a times. Not talking to his dad, that kind of thing. I mean, like I told him, there are some things in life you have to learn how to forgive people for and forgive yourself and move on with. Because once those people do expire, pass away, you can't go back and say, oh, I wish I'd have told. Well, you can. I guess you can pray, or like I did, cry about it and try to work things out. But if you don't have the person physically here to actually say that to, yes, it's going to hurt you probably more, I'm sure, that you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have did those things back then. But like I said, you can always forgive yourself at a later date whenever you come to that point to do so. I guess I put it that way. I know it's very hard. But like I said, I know I'm not the only one who's been through situations like this. Yes, it is hard in some sense to, of course, just talk to, I guess, whether it's a tombstone or the heavens or pray or that kind of thing. But you got to realize at some point, in order for you to get through life, in order for you to be level-headed and balanced, yes, you are going to have to work through those issues if that's what you really want. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I know some who, of course, who are using drugs, alcohol, still family, friends, whoever it may be. Some of that, not all of it, but I know some of it, not just with them, but I know some of it is self-medication, of course, because they have those deep-rooted issues that they haven't worked through, and it could be with the parent as well, it could be with the death of someone or sexual abuse, whichever the case may be. But like I said, you have to learn how to forgive yourself at some point for all those things, and forgive the people who may have done you wrong. And since this is about parents, I'll just leave it with the parents who have done you wrong, or whichever the case may be. I've learned that along my journey that I can't just keep holding on to things, harboring on to things, and trying to just keep on going, which I have been doing that actually. Just keep on going and not trying to work on things. But this year has been a very big year for me, I guess, with breakthroughs and overcoming things and clearing things and stuff like that. It's been hard, yes, but like I said, I've definitely gotten through it. I'm sure anybody else out there can get through it as well. I didn't do it on my own, of course. I had others. None of them were related. Well, no. They were all people that I, of course, met online, actually. Support system, that kind of thing that I've talked to and who've helped me clear some of these things and get these things out of the way, I guess, so I can grow more and own my voice and own my story and those kind of things and know how to tell my story. So I want to come to you all this morning with just to let you all know that for those who have lost a parent or parents, that it will eventually be okay. I know it's hard, of course, especially like I said earlier with all the holidays, especially Mother's Day and Father's Day, Christmas and stuff like that, when families getting together, talking about, oh, Mom, I love you, and you see all down your timeline, people are taking pictures with their parents. Yes, it's very hard to have to deal with that. That's why I didn't really get on yesterday or Friday. Well, I guess from Friday to this morning, actually. I will scroll down a little bit, but like I said, it's very hard for at least still for me to look at those things and to see those things. And I'm like, okay, I'm still dealing with the death of mine, even though it wasn't yesterday. It feels like it was yesterday. It's just still hard to kind of deal with. I'm getting over that. I mean, slowly but surely. But like I said, I know it's not just hard for me, but it's hard for all those out there who have lost parents and who have, because I have seen some who have lost kids and brothers and sisters. Like I said, I can't relate to those two because I don't have those. But as far as the parents, I can definitely relate to that. But like I said, I'm just here to tell you all that it is, you will find, I guess, peace at some point in your life. I guess I can say that. Some more quickly than others. Mine's taken a little while. I guess my mom passed away at 98 and my dad passed away when I was 30. So, or 2007. So like I said, it has been a journey, I guess I could say. And I know I cleared a lot of that yesterday, and I know I came to realize that I just never forgave myself for the things that I may have said or done or that kind of thing to my parents. And I finally released that yesterday, so I'm very glad about that. So hopefully next year it'll be a little bit easier for me to go through the timeline and see you all's pictures and see all the Mother's Day cards in the stores. Like I said, that has always been hard for me. And like I said, I know I'm not the only one. And for those out there who are, like I said, I have 2 friends of mine who had just lost their mom. It was about a month ago. A month and a half ago, I guess. And I know this has been very hard. I'll reach out to them today, actually. But I know this has been a very hard time for them. I'm sure of that. But like I said, I'll definitely reach out to them today to let them know that they're loved, of course, and that they're not alone. And I'm actually going to try to end this because I have a lot of messages I didn't look at. But I just want to thank who all, Shondell, Gigi, thank you all for tuning in this morning. I love you all as well. Marvin, thank you for tuning in as well. Oh, Gigi, she did. Oh, you said one of your friends just lost her mom. I had to hear that as well. Hopefully, if she sees this video, hopefully she can get some kind of consolation and knowing that things will eventually be okay. I guess I can say that. Thank you, Sandy, for watching. And yeah, those letters are actually, Gigi, I got those letters. I don't know if you know who Patrick Bet David is. He's one of the guys that I follow on YouTube. He, I can't think of the thing. I think it was a personal questionnaire, personal questionnaire inventory or something like that. He had us write, well, in the inventory, he asked for us to write letters to our parents or someone who's wronged us or that we couldn't get over, that kind of thing. And I chose to do my parents. So, and it was writing out, of course, all the good things, all the bad things, and what things you want to forgive them for. So it was very interesting, actually. I did that about 2 months ago, I think. It was very, I can actually, if I find it, I can actually send it to you. I can just post it on my page if I can find it for everybody to see. And Stella, thank you all. Thank you for watching as well. Avi, thank you for watching and love you too as well. Kim, thank you for watching. And thank you, Stella. I love and support you as well. Oh, Stella, you said speak it out. Yeah, you have to heal from the inside out. I know that now. I can say that. But yes, you do have to heal from the inside out. So, Stella, you're definitely right. And love you as well, Gigi. And thank you, Millie, Tracy, for watching as well. And Jacine, good morning. I know you're in UK, so I don't know what time it is. But good morning or good evening. I think it's evening where you are. So everybody, like I said, thank you for tuning in today. I just wanted to share this video because I know usually I'm on Facebook typing messages and it was just hard for me this weekend. So I just wanted to come on and kind of talk about it and hope that it helps someone else along their journey as well. And if anybody, because I've lost a lot besides my parents in my life, family, friends of mine, murdered and all kind of things going on. So like I said, if anybody needs somebody to reach out to, support, just to talk through these situations, I'm always available. You can always message me. It's not a problem. And like I said, I want to thank you all again for tuning in. And everybody try to have a blessed day. And once I find that personal inventory questionnaire or whatever it's called, I'll definitely post it on my page today. So I'll have to find it for you all. All right, everybody. Love you all. And thank you all for tuning in and have a blessed day.